Welcome, Aries, to your Astrodice reading for July. Hope you friends are doing great out there. If you friends like this, please like and subscribe. Welcome, Sagittarius, to your Astrodice reading for July. Hope you friends are doing great out there. If you friends like this, please like and subscribe. Okay, friends, let's see what's going on with you in your Astrodice. For those who are new, this is where I take astrology with tarot and make a small horoscope for the month. Okay. Getting right into this. Hope you guys are having a great month so far. Best message coming out is, ooh, look at that Sagittarius energy coming out with some moon in the third house. I'll talk about that third house. Okay, so having the moon over here is talking about emotions. Your unconscious, sensitive inner emotions and responses this month, really having that Cancerian moon come out. Those of you who have Cancer rising, that probably will affect you a little bit more, or have a lot of Cancer in your chart, right? Yeah, you're going to definitely start feeling those emotions coming out. Doing it Sagittarius style over here. This energy imbues powers, superior confidence, enthusiasm with faith, good fortune, and authority. So even though you are having all of these emotions coming through, guys, there is something that is going on about authority. I do feel like there could be some dominating person around you, or there could just be, which is causing a lot of frustration, or just having frustration. So right now is definitely a time to really try to let that, I don't know, lighten the mood a little bit, I would say. And I feel like the moon might start doing so, but it is definitely bringing up that frustration. Anytime you have this water versus this fire, you're going to feel frustration. And talking about in the third house, so the third house is talking about your potential to learn something in your local neighborhood. So it does feel like you're going to learn something that is going to cause a lot of frustration. It could be something that's already learned, and maybe you're just continue to keep learning something that expresses this frustration within yourself. It might also be holding you back from allowing yourself to move past it because of the moon holding tight to that energy of the emotion. All right, so let's see what's going on over here. Getting straight into this, talking about the beginning of the month, the middle of the month, and the end of the month. Having the vast universe coming out with a conscious lack of, and not honoring the path. Behind the mask, optimism, and your higher self. And towards the end of the month, my friends, we have the creative endeavor, victim mentality, and new supportive connections. So it does feel like whoever was making this kind of victim mentality for you, you do have these new supportive connections coming through. So that is a very, good thing in the end, because at least, there could be somebody there to help you. Whether or not it's you playing victim or somebody else playing victim around you, however it is at the end of the month, that looks like it's going to start ending. So the playing victim sometimes is just feeling sorry for self, just feeling like I'm stuck in a hole and I can't get out. It could be, like I said, you or someone else. The vast universe over here in the very beginning of the month is telling you that, there's a lot of good things that are going on for your life. And, you're going to be able to step up to see what it is, even though you have maybe a self conscious lack of the situation. So it's definitely saying over here within the emotions are kind of holding you back from allowing you to see how you're honoring your path, or what things are coming towards you at this time, and adopting this kind of conscious area of your life is kind of like planting seeds, of self I don't know, maybe for some of you, self-doubt. You could even be around somebody who's doing so. Take it how it resonates. But there is definitely this conscious lack of not wanting to participate in the things because I don't feel like things are really coming to me, even though the universe is very vast. With the world over here, it's like there is this change that's coming. You just have to kind of activate it within yourself through your higher intuition. Once you start really kind of seeing the creativity and seeing the things around you, and you really start kind of taking a step back through the situation and actually getting that conscious lack back towards the beginning of the month, you'll actually be able to plant those seeds. Oh, see, I was talking about planting those seeds, and those are seeds coming up. Planting those seeds that really start activating the creativity and the understanding of what your situation is. Therefore, whatever felt like it might have been hopeless at the situation can now kind of take a moderate turnaround. But it's definitely have to wait until it gets a little more balanced, because you're going to have to really balance the pros and cons to the situation as you're really learning things over here in the third house. So it's definitely something that you're going to learn, but I feel like it's something that's going to kind of waken up within yourself to kind of want to step back and see it a different way. It could definitely be something about romance or work. I'm really feeling just those two, guys, more than anything. It doesn't have to be, but the energies I'm picking up is either it's this romantic relationship that I'm in and it just feels hopeless and nothing's going through. And the more I keep learning about this situation, I just feel like something is going on that is not justifiable, but the truth will come out in the situation towards, in the beginning of the month. By the mid-month, you have behind the mask, which is saying that everything that was false, you can see now. See, because now you've awakened the senses to have a better understanding of what you've learned. Were they hiding behind a false mask? Right? But you'll be able to grow a little bit more as the determination of the Sagittarius comes through, and being more hopeful. I'm going to say hopeful because fire really brings a hope and confidence and a courage into us. So I'm definitely seeing that, where you can definitely get rid of any of the swords that you were feeling and not feeling like you're backed into a wall or that you have to surrender to this situation, as your optimism is really moving up with the Ace of Swords. So this is going to allow the clarity and perception to really come through for you guys this month, as you're getting also more information with the Ace of Swords, talking about communication and information. Everything feels a little heavy, guys. At this time, and it does feel it's because, whatever news you had, whatever information you had could be a little bit tough, right? It just feels like there's toughness to this situation, right? So you have to, a lot of painstaking air going on. So you're going to really pull through this and really travel towards your higher self of what it is. The reflection that you're using on the personal growth and expansion is going to really get bigger for you in the mid-month. Right? Because you have all this new information coming through. And like I said, whether the information, my friends, is actually coming from the outside world about this person, and then you using your inner, higher self, your own intuition and gut feelings, and really, perceiving things for yourself, you're going to gain more knowledge no matter what. So your third house is going to be super aware and super awake to all of this information that is coming through. And that's why the third house is very important right now. Because remember, it's the potential to learn something in your local neighborhood. So it's also through self. So anytime we learn something, it's going to allow us to grow and perceive. Through the creative endeavor, there's going to be a lot of creative things that are coming through, a lot of opportunities with the King of Swords over here. So you definitely could be dealing with some kind of Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, because I have them all. I have Libra 3 times. So you definitely have somebody talking to you that could definitely be a Libra. It doesn't have to be, but definitely seems to want to give the information, and definitely want you to see maybe things, if it's from work, from a more professional outcome. Maybe this person is the boss who's trying to make you see things the way, that needs to be seen. On the mental victim mentality, either you have someone, like I said in the very beginning, who's doing this, or it's just because once they come to say something to you, here it comes again. This is tough news that's coming from the King of Swords. The King of Swords is telling you this is the way it's going to be in the end of the month. But now your faith is going to have to really shine through this news that he is giving or she is giving, because it's going to bring you down again. It's saying now I feel like this has pushed me again to where I felt at the beginning of the month. So now you feel like you're kind of going backwards again. It's almost like as soon as I gather all my strength, here comes this news again. Or it's to someone else and you're going to have to pull them through. I really feel like a lot of it could be yourself. With the devil over here, but you're trying to get past this toxic heaviness that you're feeling, and really wanting that toxicity to really pass, right? Because whatever it is, it doesn't seem like very good news, and it's something that, like I said, whether it's creative or at work, it just feels like where you were moving kind of forward within the situation, you're kind of moving backwards again. So you're going to have to make better choices about the situation when it comes to that with the Nine of Cups, to get to that satisfaction, that overall satisfaction you're looking for this month. But the new supportive connection is going to come probably about the 30th of the month, somewhere between the 28th to the 30th, which is then going to allow you to move, look at that, and look at other things and make better choices. So whatever then feels heavy, you're going to have a better network of friends and circles and however it is, right? And it feels like this person is going to give you this information and help you to move along, right? And so that you can expand. Yep, there it is with the Eight of Wands, because you're saying this is where I want to expand. This is where I want the growth. And this newfound, and this of course is going to be information again, because it could also be this text message that's coming through saying, hey, do you want this? Do you want that? Right? Let me help you. You're going to have to reflect upon this situation though, my friends, right? Because you're definitely going to have choices that are going to pop up that you're going to have to say, okay, after this learned information, now I need to really start, pushing towards what it really is that I truly want, right? So that way I can have the Ace of, Swords, and then also really truly have that Wheel of Fortune, because it's going to bring in this new fortunate area of your life. But the Wheel of Fortune is also bringing in these newfound good fortune and choices and chances. So it does feel like whatever it is, it could be, hey, you have a chance to do this and that. So now it's going to be up to you to say whether or not you want to take whatever chance is coming, right? Okay, my friends, and that was it for you. Until next time, peace and love.